The kings, the murderers, right? I'm bringing 1,000 of them down here. But never mind, I don't want to hear about their age. Their dad causes any trouble, put them in irons. Gluten-free and a coffee, look at this. I'm starving, I need gliadin, am I going to die? I need it so badly. I gotta go get my gluten right after the show. I feel like I'm going to starve to death if I don't have gluten. I need my gluten fix. I am going to go with spaghetti tonight. I got news for you. I need that spaghetti and marinara sauce, gluten. And then I want a beer on top. I like a high gluten dinner because it makes me so groggy I fall asleep. What do you want to be alert for in the middle of the night? Don't you want to get knocked out? Is that the object of eating a big dinner, to go to sleep? I don't understand what people are. They don't figure it out. The reason people eat a lot of bread or spaghetti at night is to get tired. Where's it written you're supposed to be up 24 hours a day working and doing things? I mean, what are you doing anyway in the middle of the night? There's nothing to do in the middle of the night. I get up early like a child again. I don't know what to do with myself. 5:30, I wake up, it's dark. I'm not going to go run. I mean, we got to be a lunatic to start running at 5:30. When I'm in Florida, I see people on the beach at 6 in the morning. I don't understand what's wrong with them. I know I don't have a house in South Carolina near the Marine base. These can't be normal people running at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm joking. If you want to stay healthy that way, I admire you for it. I'm just not going to do it. I usually get up, I look at the dog, I take him down, I let him go out, I lock the door, I go back to sleep. I have phenomenal ideas at it. You know that it was Mark Twain? I don't know who. One of my heroes, one of my literary heroes when I was a young man said that he got his best ideas at dawn. A lot of them did. You're not supposed to jump up to start exercising. You lie quietly in the room and you let your mind, when it's calm, you start to think quietly early in the morning. There's no garbage trucks. There's no nothing, if you're lucky. And your mind will produce amazing thoughts early in the morning, before you get up. Try that for exercise. Exercise your mind without medication. Instead of rushing for a vitamin or this or that. See what your mind comes up with. Don't be afraid to think. I'm afraid to tell you this. Americans are afraid to think. They're terrified to use their minds. And particularly the younger people. They've been brainwashed into groupthink by our school systems and by the conformity and the conformist mentality of their peers. They're afraid to think for themselves. And also they're afraid of what their mind's going to say. It's like an enemy to them. It's like a foreign body, their brain. And they do anything to block it out. They go to a restaurant, you can't eat. Screaming and yelling, put a glass of wine in them. And a yelling, screaming. Who can eat around that? Everything can't be. That's funny. When people in a restaurant, like someone says something that's an extraordinary, like a woman laugh, like a screech. How could it be that's funny? Because they're paying for 2 glasses of wine at $9 a piece. That's funny unto itself, so she better laugh. So when she goes home, she could say she had a good time. But all right, what I'm saying is, let your mind work early in the morning. You can't believe what your mind can come up with. Like this morning, just give me an example. Then I'll go on with the news, I swear to you. I was thinking about my novel early in the morning. There's some scenes that are bothering me. There's one scene on a tiny island in the book that takes place in San Francisco Bay that is an uninhabited island that is occupied by cormorants and gulls and pelicans. There's a small spit of a piece of a rock that juts out in the bay that I've seen 100 times I goes by in my boat. But it plays a kind of important role at some point in my novel. I'm not going to tell you, right? So I wrote it a certain way where I said the island was occupied by cormorants and gulls, and the pelicans had taken over the grassy side of the island, right? So it was bothering me, and I said, this is like a huge painting, and this little island is no bigger than the size of a pinky nail in this monster painting, but the detail on this pinky nail in my novel has to be perfect. So this is what's plaguing me now, is how to paint that island. So I go back and I rewrite it like this. I change the lines, if I can remember correctly. I don't have it in front of me, I write. The island is uninhabited except for cormorants, gulls, and some other bay birds, with the exception of the grassy side of the island, which was dominated by the pelicans, period, by two nesting pelicans, period. Amongst animals as amongst humans, no, I said as in humans, the strongest have the best real estate. Now, I thought that was a beautiful line. Now, you may say, big deal, what's the big deal? Everything is a big deal because you didn't do it. And when something is good, as a writer, I got to tell you something. You know it's perfect when you think you read it somewhere and you didn't? Or you say that's so obvious. Why is it so well done? Because it's perfect. It's called a perfect line. I wrote a perfect line. The point I'm making is I was proud of myself because it came to me at 5:30 in the morning when instead of getting up and starting with the day with the computer, I laid there in the dark after taking the dog out. My mind started to think about that scene, so I thought it was a perfect line. So you can do it too. This is a rough day for me. It's like swimming in glue. I'll tell you why. I don't know why. The news is depressing. The president's depressing. The climate's depressing. The allergies are depressing. For more information on this and other great talk programs, go to talkradionetwork.com. Will this really be the end of America as we know it? Recently, one of the most widely read financial journalists in the country explained how a single event in the next 12 months will likely shake the very foundation of our nation. He says this big event has nothing to do with war or the stock market, yet it will change everything about your normal way of life. Could this really happen? This same man was among the first to predict the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties, a few years ago. In fact, Barron's calls his work a dire prophecy. And now, to get the word out on what he believes will be the most important event in our nation's past 50 years, this journalist has created an eye-opening video you can watch online for free. You may never think about America the same way again. You can find the free video at endofamerica66.com. Please note this video contains offensive material. Viewer discretion is advised. Watch this free video at www.endofamerica66.com. That's endofamerica66.com. Call Michael now at 1-800-449-8255. Savage. In a world where jobs are few and qualified people are many, El Dorado Broadcasters is searching for the one. You search far and wide, from the highest corporate offices to the smallest mom-and-pop shop. Could you be the one? Are you aggressive with cold calling? Can you deal with an ever-changing environment? If so, El Dorado Broadcasters is looking for a sales account executive immediately. Call Kathy Mansell at 925-2582 if you are the one. I am Professor Nathaniel Burke from the University of Farmers. The region's minds are cultivated like a plump butternut squash. And this is a pop quiz. True or false? Nearly 20% of American drivers are uninsured. If you answered true, you're correct. If you said false, you have way too much faith in your fellow man.
Chat with a Farmers insurance agent to see how you can protect yourself with a personalized auto policy. Find your local agent at farmers.com. We are insurance.
We are Farmers.
Spring is finally here, so hurry into the PetSmart Everything Spring Sale. You'll save up to 25% on over 1,000 items when you use your PetSmart card. Save $30 on all varieties of Iams dog food in 35 to 40-pound bags. Iams has a formula for your pet's specific needs, like life stage, sleep size, weight control, and sensitive stomach. Hurry in for this great Iams deal and more, going on now at PetSmart. We love to see healthy, happy pets. While supplies last, offers valid to April 24th.
Built was a man in constant conflict. And again with his copiers and printers. You're the paper. You're the paper. But then, Bill's company turned to Konica Minolta. Konica Minolta's multifunctional Biz Hub printers have a remote diagnostic technology called eChair. The Biz Hub actually calls for service before there's a problem. And so Bill's struggles are over until the next machine. Transfer cell the long check call us at 73-1234. Here's another question from the Gotham Safety Mailbag. Neil from Richmond writes, if you're traveling at the speed of light and you turn your headlights on, what happens? Well, Neil, let me answer your question with a question. If you're traveling at the speed of Gotham.com, which is quite close to the speed of light, and you're paying a bit of line, what happens? You can save time. Lots of time. So there you have it, Neil. Keep those headlights on and I'll be updated. For a free rate quote, visit Geico.com to see how much you could save. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Where are you going?
To kill the weeds.
Whoa, don't kill the grass too, like you did last time.
Hey, wise men make mistakes. They just don't make them twice.
What's different this time?
This time, I've got Ortho Weed Begone Max. It kills weeds down to the roots. But unlike other products, it doesn't kill the grass.
Ooh, impressive.
Well, I've done it the wrong way, so I figured I might as well try it the right way.
I'm all for that.
Kill the weeds, not the grass. Get Ortho Weed Begone Max and defend what's yours.
Now, more facts and newly published information brought to you by Hydrex Pest Control.
No matter how clean your home, business, or school may be, cockroaches and the problems they bring are a hidden